Welcome to the Terrible Take, a daily segment telling Steelers Nation what's on our mind. I'm Dave Bryan. The 2022 NFL trade deadline has now passed, and the Pittsburgh Steelers certainly wound up being players in that, and on both sides. They sent wide receiver Chase Claypool to the Chicago Bears for a second-round pick, and not much later they acquired cornerback William Jackson III from the Washington Commanders for a swap of late conditional 2025 draft picks. So with that news being fresh, let's quickly jump into both deals. The buzz concerning Claypool possibly being traded by the deadline has been ongoing for several weeks now. The fact that the Steelers were able to get a second-round draft pick for him is quite amazing. Personally, I would have been okay had they gotten a fourth-round pick for him based on what I've seen so far. Now, Claypool had already qualified for a proven performance escalator in 2023, so his base salary was going to jump up at around $3.7 million or so next year. That's no longer a concern now. The Steelers weren't going to extend Claypool next offseason, and on top of that, a Tuesday report indicated that Claypool had become somewhat of a distraction this season. He's gone now, so that's that. In the end, I think the Steelers got the better end of this deal. We'll see. As for the Steelers getting Jackson from the Commanders on Tuesday, it really is a low-risk move on their part. He is due roughly $2.78 million for the remainder of the season, and he should be a plug-and-play starter on the outside if healthy. Jackson is also under contract for the 2023 season, with the total cap charge coming in at around $12.75 million. Jackson has a $2.5 million roster bonus due in March, so that's when the Steelers need to make a decision by. If Jackson plays well the rest of the 2022 season, the Steelers might think about signing him to a 2-year extension before his roster bonus is due. If Jackson bombs the rest of the season, the Steelers can just cut him before his roster bonus is due, and that will be that. This is the same William Jackson III that the Steelers coveted in the first round of the 2016 NFL Draft. In fact, Steelers defensive coordinator Terrell Austin was the Bengals defensive coordinator in 2018 when Jackson was still on that team, so he already knows quite a bit about the Houston product. For now, consider the deal for Jackson a half-a-season rental with an option to buy in March. If it doesn't work out with Jackson, the Steelers will only have less than $3 million invested in him. Personally, I don't mind that deal overall, as it is a low risk with a possible nice payoff in 2023 and possibly another year or two beyond that. Jackson is already 30 years of age, however, so the clock is ticking. The Steelers are on a bye this week, so that will give Jackson time to get acclimated to the defense. He should hopefully play quite a bit in Week 10 against the New Orleans Saints and possibly even start that contest. We'll see. Overall, it's been a busy day for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and overall, I don't mind the outcome. Be sure to follow us at SteelersDepot.com and check out episodes of The Terrible Take every day at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And check out The Terrible Podcast with myself and Alex Kozora every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.